welcome to tonight's LCA Broadcasting coverage of Akimbo Esports versus, I'm just going to call them Ja for tonight. You guys will see what I mean when we've got the name up on the screen during our intermission, but we're going to be calling them Ja for tonight. Akimbo versus Ja. Should be pretty interesting match. I feel like so far a lot of the games that I've casted have been between two teams that have been fairly close in the standings. Right now, Akimbo sitting at 2-1 this season, and Ja actually 3-0 so far. Season 50, of course, we're talking about. But previously, Akimbo 11-3 in their regular season. In season 49, they finished 5th, and then went to go on into playoffs and finished 5-2 in playoffs. So they were actually 2nd overall last season. So, you know, pretty strong roster. I'm sure you guys, if you're in here, you know this team. And if you don't, they're definitely top contenders in this advanced season. Ja, on the other hand, 9-5 last season, finishing 15th the regular split. So still, you know, no slouch at all. You know, really solid team. They went on into playoffs and finished 9th through 12th in the playoffs. So I think this is going to be a very competitive matchup. And right now, both teams are doing their vetoes. So I'm going to send us to a short break, but when we return, I'll have those vetoes for you, and then we'll get right into map.
You spin my heart in a two. You what's on the other side of inhibition.
Alrighty, I have returned with the vetoes, so we know where we will be dueling tonight. Got Ja starting off the vetoes with an Anubis ban. Then Akimbo took Vertigo and Nuke off the board, and followed by Inferno and Dust 2 from Ja. The Mirage was the final ban, which means we are headed to Ancient again. I know you guys have got to love Ancient at this point. I feel like Ancient is just the most popular map currently, at least in the season 50 advanced season right now. It seems to be where we end up quite a number of times. But you know what? I love watching this map. I think it's a very pleasant shade as well. You know, none of these, not like Dust 2 or Vertigo that are super bright. You know, we got a nice muted green color all the way through, very relaxing. And you know, it's got a lot of team play, a lot of coordination involved. And obviously, you know, when we're talking about Counter-Strike, right? None of these maps are new. You know, they've all been in the pool multiple years now, but still Ancient on the newer side, right? If we're I mean, obviously Inferno received a few changes going into CS2. Same with Dust 2 as well. Actually, I still haven't had the opportunity of casting Dust since the changes over on that A site, but you know, still stuff to be figured out on Ancient, and with some of the things that were adjusted, you know, a few patches back when we had that big adjustment, M4 and incendiary changes and things like that. You know, still some stuff that's being tweaked and worked on. Still new nades to be discovered. So should be an interesting matchup. But I am going to send you to a quick break, and then I will be back once we are in game, and we'll get the knife round underway. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
And your pictures on my phone.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for hanging in there with me. We have all 10 players in the server, and we are about to get underway. To be honest with you, Wick, I'm not 100% sure. I'm calling them Ja for tonight. It's Akimbo versus Ja. I'm not going to even try and pronounce the whole name. Oh, a little bit of team damage. You don't love to see that. Knife round is underway, and I've forgotten. You guys cannot see it just yet. Ja is going to take the knife round. So most likely we'll be swapping sides over onto the CT side. So Akimbo will be on the T side to start off. But I think they're okay with this. Akimbo has got their Ancient down, man. They were looking pretty clean, pretty crisp in the warm-up, which, you know, most people don't put much much stock into, but I like to think that it gives you a little confidence boost going in to this map. Early pressure out towards doors. All 5 members right now. It's like going to be lining up a pair of smokes over towards this B site. It's Obi and Laxi. Hug are all their way into cave, and they're uncontested so far. Nice little pop here. Could be deadly. News in position with the dualies. Isn't able to get one. Isaac takes the first. Trades on to Taggy. Actually, my apologies. Taggy's still alive. Last member here. Good counter flash. And he actually helps him get one. N2O going to back up here. Wait for Heiza to help. Reinforcing. N2O doing good to get two before finally going down. Now 1v1. Obi. No armor, though. Could be a little tricky against these dualies, especially since Inter still has the armor. Smoke down onto the bomb. Has the kit. He doesn't know where Obi is, though. He's just going to stick it in the smoke, though. I'm not sure Obi's expecting it, but he hits the headshot through the smoke. And it got a little dicey, but Akimbo able to pull through the first pistol of the game. And you know what? Obi honestly played that perfectly. Having a P250 is definitely nice in that position, especially when you're going to be spamming through the smoke. Even if he didn't land the headshot, it would have been really close. I think he had only a second left on the defuse, or a little over a second, but P250 going to do a lot more body damage. Oh, and it's just going to be a 5-man out towards mid, and the nade's actually doing good to stop Obi. He can call that info to his team, though, and they should be clear to just make their way up onto the B site, get this plant down, not concede any more deaths over. And losing a MAC-10 is not the biggest deal, even if they save that over into this next round. But it looks like they are going to go hunting. Try and do some more damage. Hug's going to be up first. Actually does take quite a bit of damage before finding that first kill, so he's just going to fall to cover that smoke. And yeah, it looks like the call is just going to be to back up here. Actually, News, he was looking for a little bit of an exit frag there. Not going to find anything. And Hug needs to move. 37% HP. Could go down to the bomb blast. They're actually going to fight mid. Raw getting that one more kill with the MAC-10 is actually going to cause Heiza to drop with the bomb explosion. So he does get two for himself. It's good to farm up some of that cash with the MAC-10. But Raw getting one back and causing that final player to go down to the bomb explosion. You're going to see the buy here from Akimbo. Actually, still not bad. They are going to opt for the one Galil at least to get the full utility. Which I'm actually a little surprised about because a lot of money behind. Unless that's a spectator bug. Yeah, Hug's got a lot of money behind. Still opting for the Galil. I guess he saved that weapon over from the previous round. Just wants to hold on to his money. Gonna be a boost up. The CTs with not a whole lot of utility. Already bleeding quite a bit in the early round, as you typically see on an Ancient. Oh, and he spots the shoulder there. Intro knows he has a player trapped. The top of B ramp. Good nade. Actually doesn't find a lot of damage under Raw, even though he does not have any Kevlar. This crossfire is deadly in cave. Molotov not pushing either of them out. Hug actually good to get the first, and N2O beautiful trade onto the second. And that blows the B bomb site wide open, but the bomb's actually rotating towards A. It's a good call from Akimbo. Beautiful patience from N2O. And they're just playing the map beautifully right now. Actually, Taggy does get one. Does he expect more, though? No, he's still rotating towards B. Might just be a save call from them, honestly, especially once this bomb goes down. You can see Akimbo a little bit more apprehensive now to take the site. Gonna drop the smoke for some cover first. I think once this bomb goes down, both players over on that B site, you're probably just gonna commit to a save. The AK-47 Steel Delta. I don't actually think I've seen that one before. Desert Hydra, of course. Very nice op skin, but yeah, importantly, Raw is going to be able to save that AWP over into the next round. Maybe we'll see him switch up his position, try and find some more impact with it. Did not really get anything going with it in this round. Heiza is hunting. Not going to find anything, though. But overall, really clean stuff out from Akimbo, already up 3-0. And when you're starting off on your T side as well, feels really good to get out to this early lead. Because T side is, you know, the much harder side on this map, even with the changes. Early aggression out towards mid. Actually, Obi eating a lot of damage from the grenade and the incendiary. And that's going to cause some problems for Akimbo. They have no mid control. But actually, Laxi just does not care in the slightest. Beautiful control from him. Takes 2. Akimbo don't know it yet, but they actually... That's all the pressure mid. I mean, pretty standard is to only have 2 players pushed up there. The MP9s... giving some problems here, the jaw. But they're going to still go looking. Catch N2O with a smoke in his hand. And they've seen this before. That Molotov not going to actually flush anyone from the cubby position, but still, you can see News nowhere to tuck in there. They're both going to go down now. Just Raw in the 1v2. He might be able to get a free one. Oh, smart. Hides the plant safe. He knows he's on the pillar. He's actually going to swing. And that's a little dangerous. Hug was still blocked behind that smoke. Was not able to get the instant refrag. He is going to slide out here, though. And Raw has no idea. Great play from Hug. Going to recover the op as well. And 4-0 now for Akimbo. So far, Akimbo feeling pretty good about this game. Like I said at the beginning, Ancient, definitely one of their maps they're very comfortable on. I mean, this team has a great map pool. You have to when you're one of the top competitors at this level of play. Dude's tucking himself in there. He's got to be careful. There's another force buyout from the CTs. Hug's just scaled his way up. Is he expecting to swing? Beautiful flick onto Learsey. And News is dancing with death right now. Gonna swing out. Oh, spray is rough from him. Now he's trapped. 26 HP. Nade is good, but not gonna do enough. And a great pinch now on to the B site. Intra. Unless he finds the timing here, which I don't think so. N2O looking towards him, but actually he's holding the left side. So Intra does get a nice pick. Still going to be retreating off of that, though. They're just trying to do as much economic damage as possible to Akimbo. I mean, Akimbo, they've done well to keep the money low. Jaw has, but Akimbo's still feeling very comfortable right now. And these... Oh, Obi almost caught sleeping there, but Jaw's just been going for force after force here. I mean, they did take a bit of a lighter buy in that previous round to make sure that they could at least get M4s into this round, but they had at least one MP9, and the utility was very scarce, so... I talk about it a lot. Ancient is a very utility-reliant map, especially in taking that early mid-control. CT is good. It's good to mix up, take that, you know, aggressive B control as well if you can get close up to doors. Push up through cave. So far, Jaw just hasn't really been able to get much going. They're getting picked apart by this Akimbo attack. And again, another force. Gonna have 2 MP9s to make sure they can at least have a couple of decent sets of utility. And they are on max loss, so you're gonna see decent buys each time. Taggy just eating a grenade straight to the face. Intra, not a full grenade, but respectable damage there. And yeah, it's just a slide right out A. Raw, you do not want to be taking that fight with the MP9, but Taggy's there for the trade. Bomb's gonna go down, safe from Donut, and I mean, I don't really think that you can afford to save here if you're job, but Akimbo's got him boxed in. Oh, nice swing from Taggy, though. Expecting that angle being held. Clock is ticking, though. These smokes causing issues, really slowing down the retake. They've got the angles, though. Obi now 1v4. He gets 2 before finally going down. But Ja is going to come up with the round in the end. Good patience for them. Wait for the whole team to rotate there. And cut off the angles one by one on the A side. It is really difficult, you know, to... Crossfires on the A side are much harder to maintain. If you can isolate that fight, player, you know, playing close to the sight boxes or in that close corner, it really limits the ability to hold that A control as a T side post plant. But still, you've really got to get some CT rounds going if you're Ja. Akimbo already sitting on 5 is a very comfortable spot to be in with how many rounds you have left to play. And actually a whiff shot from Raw. N2O does good to find 1 as well. They're going to slow it down now, but Akimbo coming up heavy favorites in that exchange. Learcy limps away here on 6 HP. He tries to jump across. Hug is holding and waiting for it. And now Intra by himself. Laxi playing patient here. They know where he is. Into a good swing, and Laxi to finish it off on the news. And yeah, it's they're not letting their foot off the gas here, Akimbo. Absolutely steamrolling right now. And it's even more devastating for Ja in a way because their money's now been reset. You can see the buy really rough. They're still going to go for it. 2 MP9s, a FAMAS, very limited util. Oh, Learcy, I think that flash might have caught him a little bit there. Either that or the spray was just very awkward. Not afraid to go back through, though. News finds 2. It's going to shut down the B play, the B boost. Laxi's made his way up mid. Raw just jump spotting, gets caught. And now with the CT control, you're going to see a rotation here over towards the A site with the bomb. 3v3 now. Bomb should be able to go down pretty easily. They seem to not be worried about Donut. Or I guess there's a smoke down in Donut. How they're able to get that plant off, no issues. Oh, he knows 2 players are here. Laxi finds 1. Oh, he actually swings wide to take the fight with News. Exposing himself to 2 players. Good swing from Obi, but the spray whiffs a little bit. News, huge round from him. 3 kills, and the defuse is going to go the way of Ja. Yeah, and I mean, even after that round win, still going to see a timeout called. Ja's money still not in the greatest spot, even after that win, only saving those 2 rifles over. Can probably drop 1, maybe 2 guns. They're able to keep an operator into the next round. But at best, you're looking at a 6-6 half if you're Ja. And I really think that you need to get these remaining 4 rounds to feel competitive going onto your CT side. Or going onto your T side. Even though the recent changes, or I should say semi-recent, it's been probably a month or a month and a little bit now, but even though those changes have made it a little bit easier for the T's to take control, still going to be a CT side map and early engagement. Right now even, but that nade stack going to force Obi into a peak. And he did not have too many options there. Taggy's going to slide in, take his place. So now for, feels like the first time all map, man disadvantage here for Akimbo. It's going to be a 2v3. Heiza with the opportunity to recover here. Him and Hug have done well to sort of clear out the rest of this map. Bomb has been dropped outside of B main, and they're expecting this. They're going looking for Hug. They actually expect the rotation of the bomb to have gone over towards A. They didn't realize the bomb was down outside of B. So if Heiza moves quick, he might actually be able to find a bomb plant here and put himself in a 1v3 post plant. Which is not favorable, but it's definitely doable. We'll have to see how he decides to play it. Gonna tuck himself into... Nope, he's gonna back up out of cave. Difficult to fight from cave when the bomb's not planted for you here. He's gonna take an aggressive angle onto spawn. Nu's gonna go first. The low HP player is gonna get shut down. Heiza tucks back in. Gonna swing out. 1v1 now. And he has given himself a real opportunity to come up huge in this round for Akimbo. A 1v3 opportunity, and it's gonna be cut short by Intra. That was inches away from disaster for Ja. If they lose that round, I think you pretty much just toss in the towel for the entire game. Akimbo, you cannot count them out of any of these rounds. And for the first time, actually, all game, they are going to be now... Looks like Laxi maybe wanted to go for the force here, so they are going to force buy in this round. Maybe switch up the pace, go for a bit of a faster hit. Yep, I'm gonna be fast paced out towards B main. Gonna go right through the incendiary. And that smoke on a cave is perfect. Laxi gets the spray through the smoke. And it's crazy how you might even be expecting a fast play here, but it's still John not ready for it. 3v3 post plant. Laxi has a lot to do. Gets one more before finally going down. 3 on the round from him. He has done so much for his squad in this force buy. Now 2v2 post. N2O just a tech 9. Good crossfire though. Obi and N2O in tandem. Beautiful close to that round, and you've got to be feeling pretty defeated now after that one if you're Ja. Money again broken for them. And that's just how the CT economy is right now. If you're not keeping up multiple members in these wins, if you're not winning decisively, if you're only taking 1, maybe 2 guns over into the next round, your money's eventually just going to look like this. Even though they were able to chain those 2 wins back to back, all of a sudden, back on pistols. And they're going to be actually going for their first save rounds so that they can at least have some sort of a bye in the final round of their CT half. But now 7 rounds up. Kimbo locking in. Control. Dirty doing his best to get one back, but now 29 HP, no armor. Yeah, it's desperation now from Ja. Taggy gets one, is going to be able to recover the rifle here. Obi looking for it. Actually, spray beautiful from Taggy. 1v2, and he does have armor. Bomb hasn't gone down yet either, so it's going to give him enough time to maybe rotate through spawn. Open plant here, and Kimbo actually going to be sort of split here. The Molotov's going to give away his position. And the shots not good enough there from Taggy, so that's going to be 8 for Akimbo now. Looking really, really solid on their T side. And I know I sort of painted this matchup at the beginning of the game as a fairly close one. It really just goes to show how different teams can be, different maps. Obviously, I don't know if any roster changes were made on either of these squads since last season, but oh, N2O. Oh, and Intra just trying to get away. Gonna get tagged down to 20. Looking like a 9th here for Akimbo. No opportunities at all. And Obi already expecting the push through A main. Beautiful, beautiful stuff from Akimbo. They're gonna win their T half 9-3. I'm gonna hold the scoreboard for you guys a little bit longer just so you can see. To be honest with you, everyone on Akimbo performing really well. Very even across the board. Not even 200 damage between the top and the bottom. Everyone performing. Some utility going to be exchanged in T-spawn. Going to be a smoke out towards B. 4 players right now stacked over there, so Akimbo is ready for this push. It's going to be a contact play from Ja. And this has got to be the round. Dooley's so strong in this position. Isn't going to find any. Laxi does get one. Sorry, Laxi does get one before going down. Intra going to jump through the smoke. Obi, oh my goodness, he gets spun on. Ug's got to come up big here. He's going to run out of bullets, though, in the USP. 1v2 now. N2L full HP, and one of the players is literally 4 HP. Oh, that wasn't a headshot. It's awkward now for N2O. And News confidently just going to swing out. Oh, it's a disaster. And a stroke of luck here for Ja. Maybe he's going to allow them a chance to find their footing. You got to feel bad for N2O, though. If you're a CS2 player, you know that feeling, man. Sometimes the shots just do not go where you want them to. He must have shot him in the nose or something. It has its own separate hitbox, not a headshot. Gonna be a crunch on the cave. Got a little awkward there. Heiza not gonna be able to find a kill though. Mac 10 streaming onto the site. Taggy gonna shut it down. Pretty clean second rounds here from Ja. And this is the big one. They're going to have the utility advantage for sure. Weaponry is going to be pretty even. Couple MP9s. Going to be coming out here from Akimbo just so they can get some more utility in. It's still dangerous, man. The MP9 right now, I think it needs to be looked at. It's a very strong weapon, especially some of these closer angles. Early mid control. The nade to try and blow it away, but N2O ready for it. Oh, and it's so awkward from Intra. Laxi full blind is going to go down, so 2 for 2 at the end of it all. Smoke going to come in towards red room. Allow. Or the split on to Donut, but they're actually going to back up, and Heiza and Obi have gone looking. I wonder if they expect this rotation back. Surely not. But News primed in position for that duel. Now 2v3. Obi sees this. Oh, he's not going to quite get away with that kill. And now he's in a bit of a tough spot. Still lands the shot, though. 2v2. Bomb is making its way over towards A. That is going to allow Hug to recover an AK. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Akimbo. MP9 is goated. That's why I've got 2 different MP9 skins. For what, whatever I'm feeling. Let's focus on the retake. 2v2. Oh, the jump spot terribly timed. Raw. He's going to swing, but whiffs the spray. And Obi's going to have enough time, even without the kit. A great 2v2 clutch here from Akimbo. And they're going to be pushed to double digits now. Jah. It's going to be another buyout from them. Couple players on Galil's. And Akimbo's money. A little worse for wear after only saving one rifle over. They're going to drop a few. And have the one MP9. Still doable here for either team, though. Early utility out again for that mid-control. Flash is not going to blind Laxi. Oh. Wait, Rod didn't hear the gun being dropped. Now the spam through the smoke. Obi covering here, though, for Laxi. Really good stuff. Protect his teammate in mid. And now Hug doubling up. Taggy heard that nade being thrown. Tried to catch a timing. But Akimbo is just ready. Playing 2 and 2. Always keep the buddy system. That makes the trades a whole lot easier. And now Akimbo, 11 rounds, looking to push us to match point. Mixed call, it looks like, here from Jah. Some wanting to full invest. Yeah, it looks like full investment here. Which means it's all or nothing in this round. Gonna be a fast play. You got to imagine towards B. They are gonna falter. Oh, and the spam through the smoke. Might actually be able to get this bomb plant down. Oh, Molotov in hands. Intra is able to get an M4 back. And the retake is on now for Akimbo. 4v4 Laxi, great shot. That's a huge kill to find. Now they can slowly enclose around this B site. Taking their time to meticulously clear. Learcy, 1v4, just a tech 9. Beautiful swing from Hug. Not folding at all under pressure. Akimbo, great retake. We're even getting a little disrespect at the end. And yeah, Jah is completely broken here. Gonna be forcing some AKs and Galils in this round. But they're gonna have to pull off the miracle. They need 7 in a row now to push us to OT. Just 1 round between Akimbo and closing us out. News is dancing with death there. Flash is good. N2O. Oh my goodness. The spray transfer in the last bullet for the 3rd kill. Oh, clip it and ship it. That's got to be the final nail in the coffin here for Jah. The nade even going to bring Taggy down. 1 HP. Oh, and they're just jumping at him now. Complete disrespect. Even in the chat, Obi calling him out. What a finish. What a close for Akimbo. Beautiful stuff out of the boys. Every single person as well on fire tonight. You can see the stats there at the bottom. And yes, Wick, for your information, it is best of 1 during this regular season. Going to be best of 1s all the way up to the playoffs. And then once we return... Once Akimbo makes their, expected return to the playoffs, we will be back to best of 3. But for now, it's just best of 1, and you honestly can't ask much more out from the Akimbo roster. That game was clinical. It looked really clean all the way throughout. Really solid early lead out on that T side, and that just allowed them to coast into their CT side. Yeah, I mean, Ancient's tried and true map for them. They've looked really strong on it. It's been one of their staples. A couple of games that I cast for them last season, Ancient was always at the forefront. And yeah, they look just as strong on it. just as strong on it this season. So really good stuff out of them. And yeah, don't have a whole lot more to say about it. Kind of what I was expecting. You know, I will say I was expecting Ja to put up a little bit more of a fight, but either way, it was still a good game. Still had some banger kills, some banger rounds. Definitely a few that could have gone either way, but ultimately Akimbo taking home the win. And yeah, I believe that's going to push them 3-1 now on the season. Double check. Yep. They're going to be now 3-1. So yeah, really good stuff out from them. And if you haven't yet, make sure you guys drop them a follow. Drop Akimbo GG _GG a follow. Drop LCA Broadcasting a follow. If you'd like, drop me a follow. All my info is on my Twitch, which Akimbo has so kindly plugged in the title. But yeah, thank you guys again so much for tuning in for tonight's match. Make sure you follow Akimbo. First and foremost, follow Akimbo. Turn on your notifications so you guys don't miss any of the action this season. Got a lot more Counter-Strike to play in Season 50. NA, ESEA Advanced. And Akimbo's going to the top, man. They were so close last season. I had the honor of casting them. They just fell short one game. I think it was like quadruple overtime, something like that. But it's always a pleasure to cast these guys, and I'm looking forward to hopefully getting to cast them again this season. So make sure you guys drop a follow, show some love for Akimbo. They're absolutely killing it out here. But that's all I've got for you guys tonight. Thank you so much. Have a great one.